Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Remington James's Anabolic mac and cheese. It is creamy, delicious, and the same great taste of mac and cheese that we all still love while hitting our protein goals at the same time. He's been on a kick recently with these anabolic recipes and I've been following him. Man, has he got me straight. But lately guys, I've been eating mac and cheese almost like every other day. Pizza, Oreo cheesecake bites, anabolic donuts, and still cutting weight, man. So it's amazing what Remington has done for his channel. He is coming up in the world. But guys, today I wanted to be reviewing his anabolic mac and cheese. So I'd appreciate it if you hit this video for a like, leave a comment down below, and I'm gonna put Rem's channel down in the link in the description below. Be sure to check it out. So what we're gonna need is a few things. Let me show you what those are. If you guys are ready to stick around, let's get started. Alright guys, and the first thing you're going to need to do is boil a pot of water. Now, the recipe calls for like 4 to 6 cups of water. Like, try to not to do the entire box, which is like 8 cups of water is what it says just for the one box. You really only need 4 to 6 cups. Check this out. This is Banza pasta, and yes, I promise you are not going to be able to taste the difference when using this. This has 23 grams of protein and 8 grams of fiber. These are the shells that I picked up at Walmart. I believe I got it for $2.88. And check that out, guys. These are the perfect macros that you're going to need for your mac and cheese. And remember the brand, okay? It's an orange box. From what I could tell, it is the only orange box of pasta that they ever sell at Walmart. Be sure to pick you some up. Stock up on some. Don't leave it out. The next most crucial step in this, you're going to need some fat-free cream cheese. Next thing you're going to need is the almond milk. Make sure to get the unsweetened vanilla. This has 0 grams of sugar and as well as 30 calories per serving. You guys can see here. Next thing you're going to need as well is a food scale. Make sure to pick you up one. I found this at Walmart for about 25 bucks. You can pick one up on Amazon, I'm sure, or other sites that might be online. And guys, the last part of this recipe that you're going to need is 112 grams of fat-free cheddar, okay? Make sure it's fat-free too. You can find this at Walmart, H-E-B, Kroger, wherever your local grocery is. Be sure to pick up some fat-free cheddar. Alright guys, so let's get down to making this mac and cheese. So the first thing we're going to need to do is you're going to need a pot, and you're going to need about 4 to 6 cups of water. And once you bring that to a boil, I like to reduce mine right down to the 5, okay? So just remember that, kind of like medium heat. Then what you're going to do is grab your box of pasta, and then you're just going to throw it in there. Sometimes you're going to get some that flies all over. That's okay. You just make sure you focus on this. I already added salt to my water. That is optional, of course, to do. But it's best for when you add salt. It's going to keep it from sticking together. So what's going to happen next is we're going to go ahead and boil this pot of pasta. We're going to be boiling it for 8 to 9 minutes is what the box says. Just make sure you follow the instructions. Let it boil. Let's go. And I did forget to mention this earlier. Make sure you pick up a strainer so that way you can strain your noodles after they're done boiling, of course. You bring them over here after the 8 to 10 minutes. Throw them in there, let them strain. I'll show you what to do next. Then another pro tip for you. Just be sure every few minutes to keep stirring this, alright? Stir it around, making sure that these noodles all cook evenly. It looks like we got about another 4 minutes on our stove here. Alright guys, our noodles are done. Check it out, man. Those are looking perfect. So like I said, about 8 to 9 minutes. Just do exactly what the box says. Literally cannot mess this up. Just gotta follow instructions, bud. That's all it's about. Next thing what you're gonna do is you're gonna run some cold water. Okay? You're gonna fling this over here. While the noodles are cooling off just a little bit, take your spoon, just go around a little bit. This is very hard to do one-handed, by the way, so shout out to me, I guess. Once you're done, you can remove that. Just take them here and let them drain out for about 1 to 2 minutes, okay? While those are finished draining, we're going to prepare our sauce. Let's go. Alright guys, so the next thing what you need to do is measure out 160 grams of unsweetened almond milk. Now as you guys can see, I went about 4 grams over on this. Doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, there are no rules in this kitchen, as Rem states, so we're going to roll it. We're going to chalk it at 164 grams. We're going to throw it and throw this in the pot. And to get that creamy texture that we all love and that we all know from mac and cheese, you're gonna need about 84 grams of fat-free cream cheese. I hope you guys can see this. If not, I do apologize. So we're gonna weigh out 84 grams as the recipe calls for. What you do is you just zero out your scale, drop in just like so. And just take your time, you don't have to rush during this process. We're just trying to make sure that we get 84 grams right on the money. Keep going, about 60, 71 grams. 81 grams are right there. So we're just gonna go ahead and chalk it at that, okay? 83 grams of fat-free cream cheese. It probably is realistically 84. Just round it, alright? Doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, there's no rules in this kitchen. But man, check this out. What have we done? I don't even know what I've done. I'm over here cooking. This is what happens, guys. Do not be afraid to get down and dirty. Don't go through those drive-thrus. Sit at home and cook. Alright guys, now I'm using the same pot. I just had cleaned it up from the pasta. But now we have our unsweetened almond milk in there. And then as well as we have our 84 grams of fat-free cream cheese. You can pick those up at Walmart for about 80 cents to $1. And what the rule of thumb is with this is, you throw in your fat-free cream cheese, your 84 grams, after the almond milk has started to steam up once you throw it in the pot, okay? What you're going to do is you're just going to take your whisk, like so, and you're going to keep stirring it around, just like this, until all that fat-free cream cheese disappears in there. Little pro tip for you, you can leave the cream cheese out for a while before you start making it. That way it reaches room temperature. That way when you're ready to start cooking it, it mixes in easier, especially when you put it on the heat, a lot faster than versus if you just take it straight out of the fridge, you know? Just like this, guys, and as you can see, our roux, as we should call it, is starting to smooth out. Let me show you. Take our camera here. As you guys can see, that's starting to really look good, okay? Now that looks amazing actually. What we need to still do is add a few things. Let me show you what those are. Now there are no rules in this kitchen, but feel free to add some black pepper, man. That's all you need right there, some black pepper. You're just gonna add a little bit of this into our roux here. Let's go ahead and do this. Just get some down in there, okay? Nice serving of that. And we're at our last final step to completing this recipe. So what we're going to need, like I said earlier, 112 grams of fat-free cheddar. I had already weighed it out. This is the last thing I had to weigh out. Make sure to pick up one of those food scales. I promise it's going to make this process go a lot quicker and a lot faster for you. What we're going to do is just add a little bit at a time. Okay? And then start stirring it in, man, just like that. And add a little bit. Whisk it in. And then remember, you're still using your whisk here, okay? This is just to get that cheese nice and melty. And we're just going to toss the rest in, just like so. And you're going to pretty much whisk this away until it melts, okay? Until it turns into a nice cream cheese sauce. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for that nice, yellow, melty cheese, man. That's all we're looking for. That heat over time is going to cause that cheese that you put in there to melt away. Yo, shout out to Rem, by the way. I'm going to put his channel in my description down below. Go check out his channel. Support him. Give him a thumbs up. The man is doing awesome, pumping out all that content, baby. Alright, so what we're doing, we're just stirring it down. And as you can see, let me show you over here. Look at that perfect cheese sauce, bud. That's all she wrote, man. That thing looks perfect. We add a little bit of black pepper in there. Adds to the color, adds to the flavor, right? So what we need to do next is add our noodles. So as you can see, all you're going to do is take your spoon here. You're going to get your noodles. Alright, you're just going to let them dump right down in there. Just like so. Okay, next step, you need to make sure that all the cheese covers all the portion of the noodles. Let's go. What you're going to do, I usually just kind of get in there real quick. I just kind of let it stir it around. Just like that. Yo, check out the striations on my dog Macy. She's even on an anabolic diet. Hey, dog. Alright, guys. We're going to do a rating and a taste test on Remington'S Anabolic mac and cheese. Doesn't that look delicious? Look at that. How can that not look delicious? Alright, guys. And 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Ooh. Perfect. Double seal of approval. Old school fan. Rem, I appreciate you. And if you guys check out Remington James's channel, be sure to follow him. Subscribe to his channel. Check out his anabolic recipes. And guys, you just got to make this one. You got to trust me. 99.9% sure you will enjoy this recipe. Alright guys, for the macros for this entire recipe, guys, goes for 1,148 calories, 16 grams of fat, 102 grams of protein. That's insane, man. 149 grams of carbs is what that puts us at. That's all she wrote. And even if you don't finish this entire recipe all in one sitting, feel free to store it in a food prep container, man. Take it to work, take it to lunch. Heat it up in the microwave for a few minutes. You'll be perfect. And guys, ever since I have been on this anabolic recipe diet, I have lost weight. Safe to say that I think she works. She deserves the double seal of approval. Get a little crazy. Throw some G Hughes on there. Everything better when G's on top, right, Rem? So guys, thank you so much for watching this video today. Greatly appreciate you. Drop a like, comment anything you want down below. Make sure to subscribe. With that, I'm out of here. Take care, guys. I'll see you next time.